Why moving your neck is important for balance. Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa West and welcome to Living Your Yoga. Today I have a special guest to share with you. I get tons of questions about balance. Balance is one of the most often asked questions that I get. So today, Tim Anderson from Original Strength is going to share with you a controversial movement. He has 5 main movements that he works with, and this one is the most controversial. It's called the neck nod. And this movement is incredibly important to stimulate your vestibular system. So what's your vestibular system, you might ask? Well, your vestibular system determines your sense of self and reality, your ability to hold your head up, your posture, and your balance. It lives in your inner ears. And at a basic level, your vestibular system gives you balance and equilibrium. So one of the first signs of brain deterioration is when your balance starts to go. Your vestibular system is tied to the muscles of your core and back, and these muscles work together to move your head. So moving your neck and head is tied to your core musculature. Mastering head control is essential to balance, your posture and coordination. So for everybody who asks me about balance and posture and coordination, head movement, and this neck nod exercise that Tim is going to show you today is part of the solution. So the more you stimulate your vestibular system, the more nerve connections you can make between your brain and your body. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Tim Anderson from Original Strength, and he's going to show you how to do neck nods safely and with lots of modifications.
Hey guys, I'm Tim with Original Strength, and this week I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about head control. The body is designed to follow the head, and if we want to be able to control our body in all the ways we were designed to, we really have to have control of our head. And in fact, if we don't have good head control and we can't move our head the way we should, our bodies are not going to move the way they should either. So one of the best ways to develop head control is the way you developed it the first time, on your belly, on the floor. And we call this tummy time. Most parents call it tummy time for their children. And when a child is in tummy time, they pretty much master holding their head up on the horizon. So for an adult, we can do head nods here. And head nods are just simply where we raise our heads up and down. We have one rule in Original Strength, one major rule, and it is do not move into pain. So if you're doing these, you want to move your head where you can move it without fear or pain. So if this is too much range of motion here, move where you can move, because just this little much here is still good. If you only move your head an inch up and down, you're doing great things for your entire body, because just that little bit of movement is stimulating your vestibular system, and every single muscle in your body is tied to the movements of your head. So just that simple movement of this much can do good things throughout your entire body. It's in a weird way, it's kind of like training all the muscles in your entire body, because your body is indeed designed to follow your head. So, and this little motion here can eventually turn into this motion, which could eventually turn into this motion. To one day you're at a party and people say, hey, show us that Pez dispenser trick you can do with your neck. And maybe that won't happen, and it doesn't matter if it does. So the whole point is, learn how to move your head and gain control of your head, because if you can control your head, you're gonna have better control of your body. Hope that makes sense. Give that a shot, let us know what you think. If you have any questions about head control, write us, email us, tweet us, text us. We'll be glad to answer what we can, all right? I am Tim with Original Strength, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much, Tim. In just a few minutes a day, you can begin to improve your balance, coordination, and the nerve connections between your brain and body thanks to those head movements. So if you like this show, if you like today's show, then please like and subscribe to our channels. And for lots more videos just like this, Tim does amazing videos on his YouTube channel. So I've linked to that in the show notes as well as his website. If you have any questions or comments about the neck nod, leave them in the comments, and Tim and I will be sure to answer them. My question for you is, how are you going to incorporate neck nods into your day? And if you would like more support in incorporating movements that can help your brain, then we have several free Namaste yoga classes and blog posts with brain yoga in them. We have a class on mental training, on brain yoga, on gathering your energy, on slowing down and focusing your energy. I link to all those in the show notes, as well as 2 blog posts I've already done on brain yoga. And we have a value-added class just on neck movements in our membership community, and that includes some really cool brain yoga movements as well. So I'll link to that in the show notes in case you're a member, or if you'd like to become a member, there's information on that as well in the show notes. And I also linked to several brain yoga classes that we have in our membership community. We have one for your core, one for your shoulders. We have one for your hips, one that is great for waking up your energy in the morning. We have longer classes. Those are all short classes. We have longer yoga detox class and a yoga for depression class that has some great crossover patterns and brain yoga in them. And then our postures and pranayama section really features the brain yoga movements in them. And there's one for your hips and low back. There's a pranayama one for square breath. There's another one that's also great for your hips and your low back. And then there's hamstring rescue, another one that's great for your hips and low back. A theme here. So there's links to all those classes in the show notes if you are a member, and also information on how to become a member. So thank you so much for your presence here. It's very much appreciated. Namaste.
Melissa would love to hear your questions and thoughts. Please leave your comments below the video. Thank you for your reviews on iTunes and YouTube. Your reviews help us to share yoga and a yoga lifestyle with others around the world. If you have a question for Melissa, you can leave a voice message at melissawest.com, and Melissa may answer it in an upcoming blog.